A war to end all wars, a global conflict that reshaped nations, destroyed empires, and changed the world forever. Welcome to the story of World War I, a battle that echoed through history with its bloodshed and bravery, despair and hope. But how did it all begin? And what lessons does it hold for us today? It all started on June 28, 1914, in Sarajevo, Bosnia. Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria-Hungary was assassinated by Gavrilo Princip, a member of a nationalist group. This single act ignited a chain reaction. Austria-Hungary declared war on Serbia, dragging in Russia, Germany, France, and eventually Britain. The complex web of alliances meant that what could have been a localized conflict quickly escalated into a global catastrophe. The Western Front became the epicenter of suffering. Soldiers lived in trenches, surrounded by mud, rats, and the constant threat of enemy fire. Life here was grueling. Cold winters, endless rain, and diseases like trench foot made survival a daily struggle. And then there was the terrifying sound of artillery shells and gas attacks. World War I saw the introduction of chemical warfare, an inhumane weapon that burned lungs and blinded eyes. This was war on an industrial scale. While Europe was the main stage, the war reached far beyond its borders. Soldiers from India, Africa, and the Middle East were called to fight for their colonial rulers. The seas turned into battlefields, with submarines and ships sinking daily. In 1917, the United States entered the war, tipping the scales against Germany. Meanwhile, the Eastern Front collapsed as Russia faced its own revolution. After 4 long years and over 16 million lives lost, the war finally ended on November 11, 1918. The Treaty of Versailles in 1919 aimed to ensure peace but instead planted the seeds of another conflict, World War II. Germany was humiliated, empires crumbled, and the League of Nations was formed in an attempt to prevent such devastation again. But the scars of the Great War remain. It taught the world a brutal lesson about the cost of unchecked nationalism and the horrors of modern warfare. World War I was a tragedy, but it was also a turning point. It reminds us that peace is fragile and must be cherished. Thank you for joining us as we explored this monumental chapter in history. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories from history. Let's learn from the past to build a better future.